Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a totally wild workflow, how to create professional AI video ads in literally just 10 minutes using Claude AI and Higgsfield. We're looking at a massive shift in commercial video production here. Seriously, seeing how these two tools combine to build what some are calling an automated ad agency, it's just mind-blowing.
Okay, let's look at the roadmap for today. First, we'll cover the AI agency opportunity. Second, connecting Claude and Higgsfield. Third, generating the content factory. Fourth, we'll break down the actual costs. And finally, pitching those high-paying clients. Let's get into it.
Section 1. The AI agency opportunity, replacing traditional production with AI.
Look, traditional video production is, well, notoriously slow and insanely expensive, right? E-commerce businesses are just starving for fresh ad creatives, but they get completely bottlenecked by the sheer costs of constant photo shoots. But by mastering this specific AI workflow, you can offer these exact clients assets that look totally indistinguishable from a traditional expensive studio shoot. The ultimate goal here? Charging anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month per client while delivering high-end work in just a fraction of the time. Moving on to Section 2. Connecting Claude and Higgsfield, where we explain the technical setup. Now, you might be thinking this requires some kind of crazy complex coding, but honestly, it's basically just 3 simple steps. First, you head into Claude settings and add a custom connector. You just use an MCP remote server URL from your Higgsfield account to act as a bridge. Second, upload the Higgsfield content factory skill, which is basically the brain of the whole operation. And finally, you just open a new chat, type a /, and select that skill to wake the system right up. Super simple. So how do we actually feed the AI to start generation? Well, once you're connected, you absolutely do not need a background in complex prompt engineering. None of that. You literally just give the AI a product image or a website URL. In our source example, simply providing a picture of a gym tumbler instantly triggered the system to ask, hey, should I build a full pipeline? And exactly how many video variations do you need? It does all the heavy lifting for you. All right, Section 3, generating the content factory. This is all about automating your creative output. What's truly fascinating here is how the AI just takes total creative control. It acts exactly like an elite marketing agency, mapping out a full content calendar based on just that single image. If you ask for 10 videos, it instantly scripts and visualizes a super diverse mix. We're talking street interviews, unboxing experiences, ASMR showcases, standard product reviews, and even those dramatic drop tests. All of it with completely consistent branding, perfect lighting, and incredibly realistic avatars. And, as if generating all those videos wasn't enough, it essentially acts as your web developer too. Talk about an overachiever, right? Using Claude Artifacts, it can actually code an entire platform-friendly landing page that perfectly matches the product's branding. You just ask for code friendly to go high level or WordPress, and boom, it spits out a live demo page complete with features, pricing, and functional buttons. You are getting an entire sales funnel fully ready to deploy. That brings us to Section 4, breaking down actual costs and the reality of agency margins. To really scale a profitable business, we have to understand the overhead. And the numbers here are frankly staggering. $50. Yep, $50. That is the incredibly low cost to generate 10 high-quality AI videos using roughly 1,000 Higgsfield credits. That $50 is your entire production budget for a complete campaign. Let that sink in. Now, contrast that $50 with what brands are actually used to spending today. To get those exact same 10 videos, using physical sets, actors, lighting crews, professional editors, an e-commerce brand is easily dropping $3,000 to $6,000. Easily. This massive, massive gap between your $50 cost and their multi-$1,000 expectation, that is exactly where your agency profit margin lives. Looking at this breakdown table, those margins become even clearer. Not only are the video ads incredibly cheap to make, but look at that bottom row. Generating 10 stunning studio-quality product images costs just 100 credits. That's about $5. You are quite literally delivering immense agency-level value for pennies on the dollar. But hey, let's stay grounded in reality for a second. AI is absolutely amazing, but it's not magic. Sometimes the generation gets a little weird. You definitely need to bake a 30 to 40% margin of error into this workflow. Even if you have to just throw away 4 out of 10 videos, The remaining 6 still cost an absolute fraction of traditional methods, and they provide more than enough quality to completely blow a client away.
Okay, section 5, pitching high-paying clients, or how we turn your content into cash. So, having the skills is really only half the battle, right? Knowing exactly where to point this powerful workflow is what actually builds the agency. Platforms like the Meta Ads Library, Instagram e-commerce pages, Amazon sellers, Alibaba merchants, these are absolute gold mines. You can search a specific niche like gym and instantly see who is running stale, super expensive ads that you can easily outperform. Those are your highly qualified leads.
And because your generation cost is so incredibly low, you don't even have to cold call with empty promises anymore. The strategy here is genius. Take an image right from their website, run it through your 10-minute workflow, and just send them the finished video. When they see their own product in a high-end commercial that you created before they even hired you, the friction to close that deal basically just disappears. It's a total no-brainer for them.
Just a really quick note on the tools themselves. While free tiers on AI platforms are great for practice, this model requires you to treat it like a real professional business. If you are charging premium rates, you just cannot afford inconsistent branding or watermarked images. Investing in paid subscriptions is absolutely mandatory if you want to deliver the scalable consistency and exact brand matching that high-paying clients are going to demand from you.
The opportunity to outmaneuver traditional agencies has literally never been clearer. The tools are here, the overhead is practically non-existent, and brands are desperate for fresh content. Thanks for joining me on this explainer today, but I want to leave you with a massive question to think about. As these AI workflows get even faster than 10 minutes, are we looking at the permanent end of the traditional multi-thousand-dollar commercial shoot?